Nine of Coins, Page of Wands, Hermit. Okay. Double nine. This feels like a new beginning. Something new and exciting. Alone time. A lot of alone time. Figuring out, like, what is that word? Figuring out, like someone's personal fulfillment. Like, it feels like somebody is learning, like, they're being to themselves and then figuring out, like, what they like the most instead of, like, being with a group of people and, yeah, like, appeasing them. The Six of Coins, Ace of Coins, Hangman, Justice. Yeah, this is about somebody over giving to others, and, like, now they're to themselves, like, figuring out what they like instead of just, like, appeasing other people all the time, being a people pleaser. Ooh, the Hierophant, Wheel of Fortune reverse, Page of Cups. Death reverse. Dang. Someone really doesn't want something to be over. It feels like a very innocent, like, loving energy. It's like, I feel like someone feels like they want to marry someone. And it's like I say, like, childishly, but, like, that's not an insult. They, like, childishly don't want something to end. It's like a kid that has, like, the best day of their life at the park, and then they just never want it to end. They're like, no, I don't want to go home. Yeah. 3 cards in a row about somebody not wanting something to be over. There could be some slow progress when it comes to some sort of investment. Somebody's actions are very slow here, but steady or something. To try to make sure something isn't over. Justice reverse. Maybe they feel like something was imbalanced. They could have felt like somebody was on another level than them because they were in this people-pleasing energy. Sun reverse, Strength reverse. They were in this people-pleasing energy, and it's like now they've gone inward and, like, try to discover themselves. Somebody could also be like not very confident in themselves, but it's like it's because they don't know themselves. This is somebody who they're like because I'm trying to think of a specific word. They're like format. They're like archetype. There it is. Their archetype, like, from the outside looking in, would be like this person is very confident in themselves. But then it's like when you get to know them, it's like, no, they actually have a lot of insecurities, which is not a bad thing. To be like self-conscious and very conscientious, like it's a, but then there is a thing of being overly conscientious and then like hiding yourself because of it. With the Ace of Wands, King of Coins, Hermit reverse, it feels like somebody was building themselves up to the point of self-satisfaction where they were very sufficient in themselves. They had this new sense of self, which is like giving them a lot of happiness. It's very exciting for them. Maybe they had to learn this from somebody. and it's bringing them a lot of fulfillment. This person could be a very hard worker. They could have been inspired to work very hard. Because of this exciting new beginning. Yeah, so all that for, we go back to this, the 9 of coins. So, and the 3 of wands, somebody's putting a plan into action on, it feels like somebody who's single. This king of coins energy is attracted to this 9 of coins energy. This is 2 people that can hold their own, and somebody's attracted to this. This is a very good yin-yang. This 9 of coins is a pre-Empress. So somebody could see a lot of potential in somebody and want to invest in them with that Knight of coins. King of coins. There's a Queen of Cups reverse involved. This, or somebody is in their feelings. Yeah, so somebody has a lot of anxiety. Maybe they were very cold in the past. This person could have a disconnect emotionally. Yeah, so Page of Cups. This person had a disconnect emotionally. Something to do with maybe mother wounding. This Queen of Cups reverse, maybe their mom was very cold to them or something, and then they learned that from them. Page of Cups would be like a new emotional development where somebody's feeling like emotions, like serious emotions for the first time that are not just like negative, like sadness, depression. It's like somebody is feeling, which sounds crazy, but like if you go through something like this, it can be very numbing emotionally. I don't think there's parent figures out there that don't really understand, like, you can numb your child's entire emotional, like, state of being by treating them a certain way. Like, I used to be very out of touch emotionally, like, and like it would be like very simple things that would set off like my crown chakra. When I was feeling like intense emotions where I was like, wow, I haven't felt this in like over a decade. Like it's stuff like that. These are childlike emotions that are kind of tuning someone into being more emotionally in tune. With the Knight of Coins reverse, 3 of wands, Page of wands. It's like somebody is looking, it's like somebody's trying to explain themselves. They're very attracted. They want to send a message here. Somebody's trying to explain themselves. Page of coins reverse, Knight of coins reverse, Queen of cups reverse, 3 of wands. Somebody explaining themselves, 9 of coins reverse. What is this? Codependency. Maybe someone was very codependent before. This people-pleasing energy, it's like, yeah, if you're a people pleaser, then what is it you need? You need people to please. So, so that mindset could have had somebody very emotionless. It's like, I am just, but it's like programming, like somebody was programmed to be a people pleaser, which will usually happen like a parent who's very, overly controlling, like abuses their authority, trains their child to wait on them like hand and foot, to the point where it's like if you say no, it's like a problem. It's like a huge problem. Like you as a child to your parent feel like if you say no, there's going to be extreme consequences. And so you get afraid to assert yourself and like say no in a situation where no can be very valid. It's like it's conditioning for a parent to make sure like you always listen to them. Very authoritative, abuse of power, child abuse. That's also non-consent. So you're conditioning your child to make sure like they're always they're never able to like they're never able to deny consent. Like you always want them consenting. That is the R word. That is the R word. Emotionally, that is the R word. That's what that is. If you want somebody to consent 100% of the time, that is the R word. You can't do that. The RAP word. That is disgusting. And it's very that's why this person's emotions are just shut off. It's disgusting. Nine of Cups reverse, Hangman, High Priestess, the World reverse. It feels like someone's waking up emotionally. That Nine of Cups reverse could be very, very out of touch. Somebody could have numbed their emotions with alcohol very deeply. Maybe they're abstaining at this time from drinking or something. With the High Priestess, that is water energy, upright. Maybe someone's drinking more water. It's getting them more in tune with their intuition even. The World reverse, they could be sending signs that they don't want some sort of cycle to be over. This could also be it's like that that parental figure, that same parental figure, because it feels like that Nine of Coins, Nine of Cups reverse could be that same parental figure. They don't want somebody to learn this. They wanted somebody to kind of stay in the dark forever. But it's like, I think that person is going to learn this. I feel like that person has been learning this. I feel like with the Hermit at the very beginning of the read, I feel like this person has very much shined a, wow, has very much like shined a light on all this. The King of Coins reverse. So what I have on the board with just this deck, with the Four of Swords reverse, Page of Wands, Knight of Coins reverse, Page of Coins reverse, Nine of Coins reverse, King of Coins reverse, all in a row. This is definitely a family. And it feels like they're all in some kind of distress, because somebody has woken up emotionally. Like what is that? Oh, what? It feels like somebody has been very conditioned to be codependent. To give all their money to a cause, to enable somebody's codependency issues. So, so someone in this family could be incredibly codependent. And then what they've done is it feels like they've transferred that this is a very lazy energy. These are people that don't get anything done. These are people that are very lazy, lethargic. This Ace of Wands gives me energy. This Page of Wands, it's like when you're around people like this, like it will make you like feel the same as them, or at least bring them down, you down to their level a little bit, just by proxy, because you kind of become a product of your environment, and this person's environment was so, it's very boring, it's very lazy. People here, they don't make any effort. They're very empty. There's a lot of superficiality. Very lazy, very lazy. These people don't want to work for anything. They want everything to come to them. These people are very cold emotionally. It feels like all they care about is money. It's like fear and anxiety over money keeps these people in a certain energy. The Nine of Swords energy, very afraid of the future and depressed. These people, it's like they know they're very lazy. They know they have a lot of entitlement. Um, they don't want somebody else to see through this. Maybe this family is all the same. They seen somebody with potential to be different and fought to keep that the same. Make sure that doesn't change. But I don't know. Somebody is trying to break free from this. They want to message somebody in a Nine of Coins energy. In a Nine of Coins energy. They're attracted to this person because they're not like these other people. The Six of Swords, Page of Wands, Nine of Coins. They want to move forward peacefully. Wherever they're at with all these coins reverse, people, there's no peace. It's like a war of attrition, like every single day. Five of Swords reverse, yeah, they're tired of the conflict. There's just so much conflict with these people because they're so afraid of their future. It's like their own fault, but they take they're projecting, they take their fears out on this person specifically. Queen of Swords reverse, Seven of Cups reverse, Six of Coins. Yeah, it is a major manipulator, very cold, evil, witchy. They want somebody in this illusion, giving to them, giving money to them. Somebody doesn't respect these people work ethic. Somebody respects a Nine of Coins work ethic. This person themselves is a King of Coins energy. This person works very hard. It makes sense that they would be attracted to Nine of Coins. Somebody who attracts a lot of abundance. Somebody very abundant, attracted to somebody with a lot of abundance. This is a good match. Hierophant reverse. Nine of Coins reverse. Knight of Coins reverse. Three of Wands. Somebody's looking at somebody's efforts, maybe their parents' efforts in marriage. Somebody's looking at the past, thinking about their parents' efforts in marriage, sort of learning from that, learning that a relationship, like especially a high-level commitment that involves like contract, it takes a certain amount of effort that these people don't really put in. Maybe somebody realized that. That's what sprang them into that King of Coins energy, because they do value traditional marriage beliefs, high level commitment, with the Six of Swords. Like they want a family. the Hierophant reverse, Knight of Coins reverse, Three of Wands. They see how poor investments, laziness, not being committed to a legally binding contract in love and marriage, how that can quickly break something down. There's a lot of earth energy here. Somebody I feel like is being very grounded in this situation. I feel like somebody is developing a lot of like values and standards that would be very beneficial to their future, that would provide them a lot of peace in the future. With the Six of Swords and the Nine of Swords, it's a lot of thinking. It's a lot of thinking of how how to not be like these people. How can I make my future not like these people? Because I see how chaotic this is. I see how these people, their lives are sort of just tearing apart at the seams because they don't know how to ground themselves. These people seem just elsewhere. Like these people are with the Queen of Cups reverse. Not only that, but all these coins cards reverse. It feels like these people are not very in touch with reality. With the Six of Cups reverse, there's a lot of bitter memories. There's a lot of bad memories. These people, they, it's like their behavior, this lazy energy, it's like it stems from them being very bitter about the past. Instead of like moving on from the past, like learning from the past and becoming better from the past, these people sort of marinate on bitter memories to the point where it makes them bitter themselves. Instead of moving on and getting better and doing better and understanding, like, okay, I learned this lesson so that I could be more prepared for this in the future. Now I understand it would take XYZ in order to make something proficient, in order to make something last, in order to make something work. Instead of having a positive mindset and a forward-thinking mindset, a progressive mindset, these people would rather have a regressive mindset, would rather sit and mope, very wishy-washy. Uh, these people bring a very harsh energy. The Queen of Swords reverse, Queen of Cups reverse is very harsh energy. Six of Cups reverse. There's no fun. There's no laughing. If there is, it's fake. There's no love. There's no sweet, nostalgic memories. These people provide nothing constructively to somebody's life. Very much so. Like, like somebody wants something. They want an environment where they can thrive in. It doesn't feel like it's here. Page of Coins, Emperor. So maybe somebody is watching an emperor and they're getting some sort of this emperor would be an extremely hardworking person, multiple sources of income, like an empire, this person has built a community or something. This person is inspirational. This person does not abuse their authority. This person leads by example rather than with an iron fist. This person is very sensitive to others. The emperor listens to all his people, right? People from the town come to the emperor with their plights, and the emperor works with them and their board to figure out solutions. Whereas the empress does not do that. The empress delegates tasks. Whereas the emperor would be more hands-on, Like if you need to do it right, do it yourself. Whereas the Empress would be more, but the Empress is like that for a reason, um, because people that come to the Empress would could if they have something to gain, um, could try to give the Empress the runaround. That's why the Empress only heeds counsel from the Fool. The Fool has nothing to gain, so and nothing to lose. So the Fool is very wise as well. The Fool would give the Empress counsel, wise counsel, information they need, but it's one of those things where the Empress can only re- trust really one person's word. Um, and so, like with this Nine of Coins, like I said, the pre-Empress card, um, it feels like this person is a pre-Empress. They are not with that Hermit as well. Somebody is not heeding multiple councils. It feels like somebody is heeding the counsel of the Emperor here, which the Emperor and the Empress, obviously, the Empress would not mind. I feel like in this situation specifically, the Empress would not mind heeding counsel from this Emperor because it's like they can feel a genuine, like this person genuinely wants this other person to be better. It's not, they very much value and respect. There's a lot of respect. They very much value and respect this Emperor's, um, with that Page of Coins Emperor, maybe this Emperor drops a lot of like wisdom, drops a lot of nuggets of wisdom. Oh, with this Hierophant reverse, it's like Hierophant reverse, Knight to Coins reverse, Three of Wands. It's like somebody feels like looking back at the past. There were people trying to make sure this person was not wise. Like these people wanted somebody to be like them. But I feel like this Nine of Coins energy, Page of Wands energy is kind of looking at this Emperor and understanding like this person's dropping nuggets of wisdom. This person could be following the Emperor's advice, and then thereby things are getting better for them. Like they're learning. I feel like with that Hangman earlier, I feel like they are becoming more wise, which would elevate them from a Nine of Coins to an Empress energy. The Page of Wands, I feel like somebody is having Six of Swords. I feel like somebody's having a lot of fun learning right now. I feel like somebody was very depleted of wisdom. Like somebody was very like purposefully wisdom was held back from somebody in a very intentional way. Queen of Cups reverse, Nine of Coins reverse, King of Coins reverse. Like this person has a new like thought process, like a new this person is a lot sharper now. I think this person is a lot sharper now. They're beginning to understand. I feel like the big picture here, like this person could have been very focused on the micro, and now they're sort of seeing the macro. They're kind of taking a step back, looking at the big picture. Um, because when we focus on the micro, it's very tedious. It's very methodical. It's very one foot in front of the other. You're not really taking big steps. But if you understand the macro, then you can sort of manipulate the micro to work for the macro, working towards a bigger picture instead of just mindlessly microing and with no plan for the future, right? This feels like somebody planning for the future with this Three of Wands because they've seen somebody unsuccessful with something like a high level commitment, like a marriage, Uh, they're planning for the future to where their life doesn't end up like whoever that is. Somebody very in their feelings, bitter, upset about the past. They always think about the past. They always marinate the past. Page of Coins reverse. This person has nothing to offer. This person is a poor prospect. So I feel like that Page of Coins reverse energy, they're the problem, but then they look at the past and they go, well, they're making excuses like this and that and this, and it's like, no, if you just put in a little more effort, like that shit probably could have worked. That marriage probably could have worked. You probably didn't have to separate from dad. You probably didn't have to separate from mom if you had just done this. Six of Cups reverse. If you had just stopped drinking, all he asked was you stop drinking a little bit. You were spending all your money on drinks, going to the bar. That's what ultimately ended this. It wasn't him, it was you. It wasn't her, it was you. That's what somebody's realizing. Somebody's realizing they can't like explain that to this person. This person doesn't want to hear it. This person is very cold, emotionless. This person is very numb. They use the drinks to numb their emotions. That person doesn't really feel anything. Um, Two of Cups. Yeah, someone's choosing something that feels better, like something that doesn't elicit a freaking Nine of Swords energy, like a very harsh energy. Someone wants something very, very, very genuine, very childlike. It feels good, feels happy. Page of Wands reverse, King of Coins reverse. Yeah, that's like an addiction. That's like somebody not creative. It's like someone very childish. A lot of anger issues. Also somebody looking at the past. Always looking at the past. Like, it's always something in the past. That person, they don't move forward. The Page of Cups, Two of Cups, it's something new. Like somebody wants something new. They want to choose something new that awakens them emotionally. That gives them this emotion, these feelings, this intuition, this creativity. This person could be very creative, but the environment they were in caused them to feel maybe like that's not them, like that's not their energy, when it very much could be, and they just don't even know it because with all this conditioning, this people pleasing conditioning, they don't realize it. But they look at somebody, an emperor, Page of Coins, somebody very creative, somebody that makes a lot. If very grounded, though, with the three pages upright we've had in the read. Somebody could definitely want kids, especially with the Six of Swords. Somebody could very much want children. This Nine of Coins. So the Empress, the Nine of Coins going to the Empress would also be a pregnancy. And it's like, what is the ultimate form of creation? Like procreation, right? Uh, that goes hand in hand. Like that's one of those things. Like a lot of people don't understand. Like not. I feel like creative people should be creating children. That's the main problem. That's why people mess up their children, is because these non-creatives are creating something very serious. They don't understand. It's like a child at an easel, just scribbling with a crayon. Whereas creating a child is like one of the ultimate. It's an art form, and not only that, it's a very serious ultimate art form that should be taken seriously, that is not taken seriously. Um, like having a child, like there's classes for raising children. There's classes for such same as art. Like it it's a process. It requires planning. It requires commitment. It requires experience. It requires depth, which people uh, very childishly uh, just overlook. Like, people just want to have kids, and blah blah blah, but it's not that black and white. Like, it's very complicated and complex. Um, but it's like, yeah, with the death, is somebody is going through a major transformation, maybe even ego death. Hmm. Another Six of Cups reverse, Six of Swords, Page of Wands, Nine of Coins. Five of Cups reverse challenge. Yeah, I feel like somebody is very sad about memories of their family. Like, they wish things had been different. It's understandable. But they're coming out of that energy. Like, something better is here. Like these relationships in this family are not going how this person would like. But it's one of those things where they have these cups standing behind them, these two cups. Maybe this person was prioritizing quantity of people over quality. It's like, you can take on the world with just one good-ass partner, just one solid partner. You don't need to surround yourself with these lazy people with nothing to offer, that hold you back, want to change you, don't want you to learn things. They want you to be stuck. They don't want you to be better than them. They want to keep you at their level, because especially if they see like a spark in you, oh my God, these people do anything to keep you underwater, to keep you on their level. They do not want you to get better than them. No, 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 because then that's a mirror to them. That's showing them, hey, this person was always like going to be like much more potentially um, like stand up than you. It's like their worst fears coming true, right? Yeah, the Ten of Coins, Six of Cups reverse, Page of Coins reverse, Queen of Cups reverse. And there's a baby there. So it feels like this was, someone had to go through this to like understand like what they want. And it feels like they really want just like a stable family. It feels like for their children. Like, the Well reverse, Two of Cups, Nine of Coins reverse, Nine of Swords, Well reverse. Yeah, these people wanted somebody not choosing. They definitely saw like a well of opportunity in this person, and then they tried to make sure, because she's looking forward, it feels like they tried to stop someone's future from being prosperous, from being fulfilling. They didn't want somebody to have something better than them. This was somebody whose parents had a failed marriage, and then they don't want their kid to have a successful marriage and a successful family, because then it will validate um, these parents' emotions, that these parents are the problem. They want everyone to be the same so they don't look a certain way. Yeah, the Six of Coins reverse. They want to take. Page of Wands reverse. They want to take. This is very jealous. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of anger. It's like I should have been the one, not them. Why is this person able to have a happy family? Why is this person able to have a relationship with emotional fulfillment? It should have been me. This is very disturbing. Like, you should not be thinking your kids that way. These people are very unstable emotionally. It's a tower. Whatever the foundation was they set for this kid is falling down. There's a lot of panic. There's a lot of distress. Somebody is sending someone a lot of messages asking for money, is trying to sabotage somebody's family. If that's the case, do not pay them. Do not give them that money. Seriously, I don't know if they're threatening somebody's home. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to give them all that money. The Chariot. The Chariot, Six of Cups reverse, Six of Swords. Someone's moving forward very fast from their past. They understand, like, these people that harbor on the past, harbor on their mistakes from the past, don't move forward. This person would like to move forward expeditiously. They don't want to sit here stuck. And it feels like they see the person they want to move forward with as well. And they feel like moving forward with that person would not only be peaceful, but there would be a lot of speed. It would be very rapid growth. It would be very prosperous financially. These two people, they bring a lot of wealth, physical wealth. This would be a good partnership. Two people are very much in a yin yang that moves them both forward, makes them both grow. Somebody's seeing through illusions of the past. People trying to keep them stuck, emotionally manipulating them to make them feel like they're bad for wanting to move away from this. No, those people want you to feel bad so you'll stay stuck and moping with them, because misery loves company. They need all the company they can get because they're codependent people pleasers. What do they need? They need people to please, but they want this person to please them, because they please everybody else, get drained, and then they go to this person. All of them go to this one person and drain the shit out of them. So this person will not, because they see a spark in them. They see a spark in them with Ace of Wands. They don't want them to move forward. They don't want them to become better than them. They don't want them, or at least perceive that way, because we're all on the same level. We're all on the same playing field, but it's about what you do with what you're given. Like, life is giving you lemons, you should make lemonade. And instead of these people, life is giving them lemons and they're crying, and then they're squeezing the lemons into their eyes so they can cry even more, thinking about the past and how bad it was, instead of just making some fucking lemonade and then buying a goddamn house. Like, God is like giving them free game, and then they're like not paying attention. They're not listening to that. They'd rather think about the past and how bad it was. But it's because these people, their emotions are drained. Like, they don't have emotions. If they show any emotions, it's anger, it's depression, it's sadness. Uh, these people, if you notice people that laugh way too hard to where it almost sounds fake, it's because that person's getting a lot of, that person's laughing from a place of pure misery. Like that laughter, it's like, that laughter is like, it's like they need that. Like, but it's there's a healthy way of needing laughter. This is a very unhealthy way of needing laughter. So it would be like putting people down and laughing about it, being very negative, laughing about it, uh, like a very evil laugh. I don't. I'm getting that. Like the laughter is. It sounds like an evil villain. Like like there's a tone to it. There's like a back. There's like a certain precipice. There's a certain background to it that feels ominous. It feels like fake. It feels like like you could hear this person laugh and it almost sends chills down your spine. Like you're like you can hear the misery in their laughter. Like, it's very disturbing. It's like you can tell they're getting a lot out emotionally when they do that. With the Hermit reverse, Ten of Coins, Ace of Wands, there's a new beginning. I feel like this is someone stepping out of Hermit. I feel like somebody has been very to themselves. It feels like they want to move forward with something. They could be hiding this from someone. A Ten of Cups. They could even be hiding this from their family. Yeah. It's hard to hide it though. I feel like this family's onto them. But I don't think it really matters. But they are hiding that they found someone they really like, or at least trying to. Because these people are so codependent. Because there's so much jealousy. Like they're trying to tame these people's jealousy. You know, so Two of Swords, Hermit reverse. They don't want them to see something. Well, reverse. It's like these people want somebody to not have access to the well. What they're doing is they're accessing the well in a way where these people can't see it. So they're kind of playing into these people's hands. Um, but it's for a good reason, like because the reaction, if these people knew what was going on, would be so very volatile, and they know this. These people would explode. These people would lose it, and this person is just trying to avoid that. Like this person doesn't want all that harsh energy in the situation. So there's a certain amount of hiding. There's a shielding of the truth here in order to benefit somebody right now, because maybe they're just in a situation where they have to maintain that stance. They don't want these people to go ballistic and then it ends up ruining whatever they're building here. You know, with the Nine of Coins, Seven of Coins reversed, these people would be very jealous. These people would be extremely jealous and might even like invest against somebody's happiness in very dramatic ways. taking from them, whether it be money, resource, whatever. Yeah, Magician reverse. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors around a cycle of not giving, not messaging. Because someone's very greedy. Someone's very greedy. There's a very greedy, childish person, a glutton. They would want to take something or take it and break it. They would want that thing, and they would go through extremes to make something happen, or to take something from somebody. They would go to some sort of extremes, and somebody doesn't want this. Somebody's trying to avoid that by keeping something a secret. Another Page of Cups reverse. Page of Cups reverse, Chariot, Six of Cups reverse. Creative blocks, intuitive blocks. But it feels like somebody is hiding this from their family. There's a lot of neglecting of the inner child here. The Six of Cups reverse, Page of Cups reverse. It feels like somebody wants to stop doing that. The Chariot, they want to move forward from that. They're tired of ignoring their intuition. They're tired of regressing intuitively and creatively. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Something's very exciting. A cycle, a new cycle. This person hasn't felt this positive in a long time. They've been surrounded by these miserable, negative people, and they probably adopted a little bit of that themselves. Yeah, Jesus. Another Six of Cups. This is the third Six of Cups reverse. What the heck? It's so many factors trying to make sure this person does not feel emotions. It's not that funny, but it's like, it's sad. It's pathetic. Like the lengths these people will go to. The Knight of Wands. They want something to go so fast that these people can't see this coming, and then when it happens, they can just run away very quickly with their Nine of Coins. Like, so they're setting it up There's a plan, somebody's put it into action where they're hiding a bunch of emotions. They're watching somebody very intently, gathering info from an emperor, trying to put a plan into action. They have, and it's this new beginning they're trying to plan around, but there's a lot of obstacles around this new beginning that they have to navigate through in a certain way, a very wise way. Because if they do anything unwise at all, yeah, if they make any bad moves, if they make one wrong move, it could all fall apart. And they understand this, so this person's very dedicated to making sure they don't take the wrong path, because they don't want to end up alone. They don't want to end up codependent like these people. They don't want to end up in this nine of coins reverse energy, not attracting, not bringing in abundance, always worried about the future. Uh, it's like this person wants to be very secure. They don't want to have to worry. The Five of Cups reverse, they don't want to have to worry. The Five of Cups reverse, this could be Five of Cups reverse, Magician reverse, Six of Coins reverse, Page of Wands reverse. This is hope. Like somebody has hope here. Through all the negativity, through all the manipulation, through all the this feels like if these people were in the situation this person is in, they would fall apart like completely. Like they don't understand that that all the stuff that they're doing is completely like if this was them in their shoes, uh like it would be completely ridiculous. Like it would throw them completely out of loop. They wouldn't be able to do anything. Like they would be like catatonic in bed, like just not able to do anything at all. Like just so stunted, so stuck, just not growing, emotionally. Like these people set it up to where this person would be very hopeless. They would have no vision of the future, no faith in themselves, no creativity, no imagination. Creativity and future planning, intuition, they all go hand in hand. It you should have a vision for your future. Like that's why people make vision boards. That's why people do journaling, where they write down, like for instance, like a common thing would be what you want out of a partner, um like your boxes, like the boxes you want checked, how like what kind of person would keep you ultimately fulfilled, uh, and all that. And it's one of those things where this person is being very creative as far as how they're navigating through all these obstacles. This is like a whole ass obstacle course. And this person is very gracefully gliding through it's actually very impressive. It's very beautiful. Like this perseverance through all this negativity. This person has a lot of heart here. They're showing a lot of heart. Yeah, they're showing a lot of heart. They're taking the time to rest, to really think. These people want this person in a very chaotic, what's the word? Just very all over the place, not thinking, acting before thinking, making unwise decisions. But we saw from that Eight of Coins, Two of Wands reverse, this person is very dedicated to making sure they don't make the wrong choice. They very dedicated to making sure, working very hard to make sure they don't walk down the wrong path. This person wants to heal. This person wants to rest. This person wants to stop and think. They don't want to be like in this Nine of Swords energy where they're always worried about the future, always worried what the future will hold. Like they want to be excited about the future. And it feels like they are, but in the present, they have to navigate a specific way. And yes, future planning. Right. And they're very excited for the future. This Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, they have some sort of plan to start something new. The Strength reverse, the Six of Cups reverse, Hermit reverse. There was some sort of ego. There was a lot of ego going into this, which I could understand, like, going through all this, why somebody would have an ego that's very protective of themselves. Like they feel a need to protect themselves, to explain themselves, like to be defensive. Like, but I can see why. It's because these people from their past elicited that behavior from them. There's a disconnect here from a certain group that is not making someone happy. This is excess partying. This is emotional immaturity. This is false, like joy. These people are very false. Like they think joy comes from going out partying, drinking. They think that is fun. It's like, what's fun is like making sure you're not worried as shit about what's gonna happen tomorrow. Like that's fun. Yeah, the Queen of Swords one's being very discerning here with their family, the past. Someone, they're ending something out. It feels like they're separating from a group that's not fulfilling them in any way. It doesn't bring them joy. Is overindulgent. It's an energy that somebody does not enjoy, like cohabitating in. Like this Queen of Swords, they're coming out of some sort of isolation into a Ten of Cups. They're being very discerning here. They're being very logical and thoughtful. There's some sort of fresh perspective after somebody has rested and they've planned for the future. They've taken the time to stop and plan for the future, and now they're sort of sharpening some sort of instincts, being very decisive. This is extreme decisiveness about what they want out of their future, what they wish and hope for their future, and putting that into action, not just saying it, putting it into action. Two of Coins, Sun, Seven of Coins, Seven of Cups reverse. Someone could have been very overwhelmed. The world is an overwhelming place with a lot of paths, a lot of options, and you don't always know which one is the best for you specifically. This person has discerned what they want specifically, and they want to go for that. But there's certain pathways they have to take to get there, in order to navigate around these weak-ass people who just want to bring destruction to anything this person has. And this person understands that these people will do anything to bring them down, and they have to navigate a certain way through them. And I keep saying that, but it's important to reiterate, because this person, that's what they're really focused on, like, all the time. It's because they were conditioned to be that way. Yeah, with the Seven of Coins reverse, there's something very clear. Seven of Cups reverse, sorry. There's something very clear. Someone has invested a lot into putting a lot of illusions in someone's head, to try to make them not see their future, to not try to make them see like they have a very bright future. This person is very excited about the future, even after they were their family tried to make sure like they couldn't be. Yeah, the Page of Wands reverse, Knight of Swords reverse. So you're lying, taking actions against somebody who could be trying to get what they want, trying to fulfill themselves. They want to put this energy of like, no, you can't do that. No, what are you doing? Like, what are you thinking? We are your fulfillment, like, not them. But it's a King of Coins, King of Cups reverse, Queen of Cups reverse, King of Coins reverse as well. This is somebody very greedy. This is a lot of emotional manipulation, like dangerous emotional manipulation. This is taking aggressive action into, this is also someone very fake. This King of Cups reverse, this Queen of Swords is seeing through a lot of illusions. Like somebody has aggressively set forth a lot of illusions towards somebody. They're sort of discerning that after a lot of what seem to be like intentional blocks, creatively and intuitively. But this person's waking up to that. They're not only being intuitive here; they're being highly logical. This is intuitive discernment. This is highly intuitive discernment. Even this person could be developing psychic intuitive abilities. With the Seven of Coins over Seven of Cups reverse. I keep saying coins. There was heavy investment against this person, against their discernment. These people didn't want this person to see what was really going on here, but they have. And now there's a lot of planning, which would eventually go into action. But this is very much planning. Like this person has planned a lot, and now it's time to get their plan into action. So this person is right now taking actions on their plan to move forward into the future with this new energy, rather than moping in the past with these miserable energies. So yeah. And if we were to get one final card, what would that be? Empress. You can't make it up. The very first card is the Nine of Coins. What did I say? Pre-Empress. Yeah, this Queen of Swords energy, they're seeing through some sort of illusions, and it becomes the Empress. Wow.